My name is John Dubois, and I welcome you to the latest in a series of short videos highlighting forgotten figures in history. Today we will take a look at Phil Harris. Not the Phil Harris from recent reality TV, but rather the Phil Harris who for 16 seasons appeared as the band leader on the Jack Benny program, and famously was known for being married to Hollywood starlet Alice Faye. Harris was relatively well known in the early 1930s as a band leader, and for his time, he was a dashingly good looking man. He joined the Benny Show in 1936, and this legendary, even then, reputation as a man about town and a ladies' man played into his character on the Benny Show. For the next 16 seasons, he would perform as a major part of the Benny program on radio, but never made the transition to Benny's television show. In 1946, following his marriage to Hollywood starlet Alice Faye, which would ultimately last for 54 years, but was only given 6 weeks, Harris began his own program, The Alice Faye and Phil Harris Show. It would run for 8 seasons and become a top-rated hit in its own right. Harris was legitimately a talented musician. He recorded over 200 songs and had a huge #1 hit in 1950 with a song called The Thing. Many people might remember The Thing because it was taught in elementary schools for many years, but may not associate the song with Harris. Following the decline of radio, the Harris and Faye show was ultimately canceled in 1954. Due to a desire to cut down on his work schedule, Harris and Faye never made the transition to television, though they had offers to do so. Over the next 15 years or so, he would continue to make guest spots, often appearing with his lifelong and very close friend Bing Crosby. Until in 1968, Harris made a massive comeback as the voice of Babaloo in The Jungle Book. To this day, people still sing the bare necessities. Harris, from his youth until his final days, he ultimately passed away in 1995, was an avid and very good golfer. There is still a Phil Harris golf tournament that is held every year in California. While somewhat remembered in his later years due to his Disney contributions, Harris's career ran over 60 years, and many parts of it are forgotten, but should be remembered as a full picture of a man who, at his core, was an all around performer. Thank you.